Welcome back to the KLT Fitcast. You already know this is the podcast where we ask and answer the hard questions and try and give you real life tools and tickets to success that you can use as soon as you finish watching. I feel like our we're a bit lower.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like this angle.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name is Kate. This is Josh.
Hey.
Do you want to talk or do you want me to talk about you?
You can talk about me. You do better than I do.
Josh works for a local mental health agency, and you bring a really unique lens to this podcast, tying in the importance of mental health and how that relates to physical health and how blending them together is really important.
Yeah, and just making the struggle that is healthy, active living real for people and relating it to your experience, my experience, others' experience.
Yeah. You also ask really good questions, and I'm not sure that I like that.
You're not going to like a lot of the questions I have for you today.
Awesome. And my name is Kate, certified personal trainer, nutrition coach. I lost over 150 pounds with realistic lifestyle changes. And now we own and operate a private fitness studio in Peterborough, Ontario, with a slight shift, soon to be rebranded to KLT Fit, which fits perfectly with this podcast.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a branding shift, part of a larger branding shift than just the studio itself.
Small rollouts, baby, small rollouts.
Yeah.
I love these kind of podcasts because no notes.
And
no notes.
Well, like there are notes.
I don't have notes.
I do.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
you literally would.
I have notes, but I think we both this is going to feel like two different podcasts in one, I think, because you have your few topics that you want to touch on. And then I have my one large topic with a few subcategories that I want to talk about.
So you didn't understand the assignment?
No, I understood it. They're different topics, but they relate to the same thing.
Okay.
And that same thing is getting to know the real Kate.
Okay, yeah, that has nothing to do with what mine.
Yeah.
So what I wanted and want for this podcast for all the listeners is I asked Josh, I told him that we were both going to come to the legitimate table with three things. Could be questions, could be topics, could be anything. And we are going to have them numbered. I'm going to tell Josh, okay, let's hit number 2. We're going to talk about that. Then he's going to say, hey, Kate, we're going to hit your number 1, blah, blah, blah. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about each of them. The reason I really like these kind of podcasts is because I'm trying to enunciate podcasts.
Yeah.
It's because there's things that I overhear throughout the day and my day-to-day here at the gym or with virtual clients. Just things that I think, one, are relatable to everyone, and two, are messages that we can really write home about.
Yep.
And deserve a hell of a lot of airtime.
Sure.
And you?
You're right. I didn't understand the assignment. I
explained the assignment exactly how I explained it to you.
Yeah. So I came up, it's 4 different topics. So you can do
overachiever.
Yeah.
F that. Screw
1
you.
to 4 with the common theme of getting to know Kate on a personal level.
Yeah, that's not okay, cool.
You get to watch Kate's skin crawl or listen to Kate's skin crawl throughout this one a little bit as we go through each sort of subtopic that I have.
Did you think that when we started this podcast, has nothing to do with the topic, I'm just thinking about it right now. Did you ever think that when we started a podcast that we'd have listeners?
I figured there would be like your mom might listen, who actually never listens.
Yeah, no, mom, really shit in the bed here.
Yeah, I figured we'd have like a few people that would listen, but not nearly the amount of people that listen almost every week, and the amount of times I'll have somebody that, like, you know who you are at work, will come to me having listened to a recent podcast and talk about the topic and say like, it was really great.
Yeah.
And whatever. And like that feedback is so nice to hear. But it's also funny because I think if we didn't have any listeners, we'd probably still do this because it's a good outlet for us for a lot of this stuff, to just be able to put it in a place, store it, and let it all go.
It's kind of fun. I think it's fun to sometimes feel like we have random
nonsense.
Yeah. I also like that. Well, granted, my phone's with me right now because of my 3 things, but it also gives us, yes, we're being recorded, and yes, this is also for other people to see, but usually it's time, no phone, the door to the gym is locked. I don't feel like I see you very often these days.
Yeah, we're busy.
So it's kind of nice to chat with you.
To connect and talk about
cameras or no cameras.
Struggles or stuff that, is going on between the gym or life or
between the years.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Want to start?
Since I have 4, maybe I'll go first.
Sure,
and
honey.
We'll bounce back and forth.
Sure.
Just pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
That was the wrong number to pick.
No.
Yeah.
I guess, you know what? It's like when people pick stations at boot camps. You got to do them all anyway, so just fucking pick one.
Yeah. So number 3 is, what does the concept of self-care and sustainability mean to you? What do you do for self-care?
Love this question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think self-care is something that I often struggle with. There are things that I wish that I did, don't do. And there are things that I really do for self-care, and that's running.
Yeah.
Hands down, running. I know that seems so cliche and some people would vomit at the thought of that, but 100% running is self-care for me.
Yeah.
Because it's time by myself.
Yeah. Well, it's not that they'd vomit or whatever. Because if I said my self-care is one of the things is playing hockey.
Yeah. I'd be like, ew, that's fucked. Yeah.
Because it's self-defined.
Fair. But don't you think that a lot of people would be like, oh, really? Of course. Kate's form of self-care isn't rotting on the couch. It's running. Like,
I don't know if they'd say, like, of course, in a negative way. I think it would just be like, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Given who you are. Yeah, that tracks.
For sure, running is a form of self-care for me. Time alone for me. This is why the buttload of times that I've been asked to join running groups, it's a no for me. It's time by myself, for myself, with my own feelings, with my own thoughts. Sometimes that's not great, but
sometimes you're trying to solve the world's problems that don't need to be solved.
Yeah. For sure, that's a form of self-care. I would also say a productive form of self-care. I love taking baths.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
So I bathe more in a week than I shower.
Yeah, you have a bath almost every single day. Even when you shower, sometimes.
Yeah. But usually I definitely prefer to take a bath. And again, time alone. Yes, sometimes I'm like on my phone. Chances are, if I'm posting to my story later in the day, it's from the tub.
Yeah.
But I do think that's a form of self-care for me. Do I go with the obvious other forms of self-care?
Yeah, for sure.
I get my eyelashes done.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I get my nails done.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoy that. Shout out to Sage Beauty, my girl Tavlin. You already know that's where I go. Yeah.
Yeah. So a couple of questions around that concept of self-care and sustainability. How do you know when you're heading towards burnout? Or maybe a better way to ask this question is, what lessons have you had to learn the hard way?
Should we be asking you, how do you know that Kate's headed for burnout?
Yeah.
How do I know? I am so in check with my emotions and my self-regulation, and I can tell when things are getting amped up. Usually there are tears involved.
Oh, yeah.
And worrying far too much about, I don't want to say shit that doesn't matter, but shit that shouldn't cause me to be in tears.
Yeah. It's amplifying all the little things.
Yeah.
And making all of those little things into a giant mountain.
Yeah.
I see that when you're starting to get overly stressed.
Yeah. What was the next part of the question?
What boundaries, what lessons have you had to learn the hard way?
I think a lesson that I've had to learn the hard way involves you.
Okay.
We've had a couple of disagreements over the last few years involving how much I work.
Yep.
And how it can feel, I completely agree that it can feel like I'm pointing to my phone, but this is the most important thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for me, I have to check myself and put the phone away or let an email linger for a couple days and then reply to it, making sure that I am getting that time away from, I love my clients, but getting time away from work, this gym, making sure that I just check in with myself, and
Yeah.
that in turn involves you.
In this same vein, how important do you think it is to separate your own sense of self and personal identity from your sense of productivity?
How important is it? Very. I probably don't do it very well.
Yeah. So how do you do it if you do it at all?
How do I separate my sense of self
Yeah.
with productivity? I don't know.
I'm asking that question because I think you feeling productive is a very big part of who you identify as who you are.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Devil's advocate, there is always so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
I say it around here often. I will not say that I'm caught up, because that never, ever happens. So I
No,
think
there's always something to do.
yeah, in my brain, I know that certain things can wait, but the idea of rotting on the couch when there are things to do is very hard for me.
Yeah. Do you think it's hard for me?
No.
What do I do that's different?
You have a very different job than I do.
Sure, but like I work my hours are
Yes.
set and whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, like there are often things that I need to do gym related. Like I can think of a really big one right now that I've been working on for the last like week and a half.
Okay.
Updating all of the class schedules.
Oh, I see.
And
okay.
doing that.
Oh, I know.
Something
okay.
that needs to happen.
Sorry, you had to dangle the carrot a little more. You do it in stages. You dedicate time, and usually for you, and I think knowing myself and knowing you living with ADHD, I could sit in front of that screen for 3 hours and renew every single person's membership and like would probably struggle to stop. Whereas you're like, I did it for an hour. I'm taking a break. I'll come back to it later or the next day.
Yeah.
Knowing that you have that limit.
What I try really hard consciously to do is to not make the tasks my priority.
Okay.
I am my priority.
That's a powerful statement.
Yeah. So I make time for me to disconnect from all of those things in different ways.
Yeah.
And when I make myself a priority, those things will get done in the time that I have to do them, but I will block the time for them. Right. So you're right. I'll spend an hour doing the mindless task that drives my ADHD brain bonkers, and then spend 3 hours on me, because if I don't, I'm a miserable grouch that no one wants to be around. And that's how I orient myself when it comes to things like that. That's what I've learned about myself, is I need to make myself a priority. I think something that I've observed for you is when you try to make yourself a priority, there's one feeling that overrides everything else. What do you think it is?
Guilt.
Yeah. You feel
Duh. I do feel guilty for sure. I feel guilty in so many aspects. It's probably my biggest downfall.
So I'm going to normalize this a bit for you, because most of the people that listen or watch the podcast are women, and I would bet that most of them will agree with this statement. Everyone else has to come first.
For sure. And me saying that, I'm not a mom, because I feel like it's the mom complex, right? Like the kids always have to come first. I don't have children. But I still put everyone
Mhm.
else first,
Yeah.
including family.
So the question that I'm going to ask you, and I'm also going to ask the people listening to think about, I want you to think about the men that are in your life or have been in your life at some point or another. And when have you seen them feel guilty about taking time for themselves?
I don't think you do, honey. I don't think you do.
You're right. I don't feel guilty. But why is it okay for me not to feel guilty and you to feel guilty and not make yourself
I'd
right?
imagine that there's some sort of psychiatrist or psychotherapist out there who could explain that.
Mhm. I'm sure that there is, but I would, the way I would explain it is we learn this. It's a societal norm in our society.
Yes. And it's
learned.
It's one of those things that it is, will be, would be so hard to break. Like
Mhm.
so hard. You're trying to break your guilty feelings. Let me tell you, those guilty feelings are going to get a hell of a lot worse as you try and break them.
Yeah. But what are you feeling guilty about?
I guess probably taking time for myself when it feels like there's so much to do.
Sure. But why do you deserve to feel guilty for that?
Well, I don't think I do. I also think in my head, if I power through work, do the things, I'll have time later.
But do you?
No, you stole my line. I never do. There's always just more to do.
Exactly. So if we accept that there's always going to be more to do, and I've said that 5 minutes ago in this conversation, there's always going to be something to do.
Yeah. I think it's a hustle culture too, especially as a business owner, for sure. It feels very much like if you don't hustle, you're going to fail, which is not the case, and not the case for any business owner out there.
No, it shouldn't be.
But it does feel that way.
Yep. And if you have to operate in that way, your business may not be all that sustainable.
Totally.
And you don't have to do that. You choose to, because there is, and we'll talk about this in one of my other topics, but there is
this is the first one
component to this where you love what you do.
Yes.
And that makes it can feel, some of it can feel like self-care, and probably does.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my self-care and
sustainability. Good job. That's number one.
Number one.
We're supposed to spend 5 minutes on these, Joshua.
Sorry.
Okay. I only have 3. So 1, 2, or 3. And to anyone listening or watching, mine are very, very, very different than Josh's. Like,
let's go with number 1.
Number 1, sugar. And misunderstanding it. I can't tell you how many times, and I think we've talked about it before, but let's give it its 5 minutes of fame here. Sugar. And demonizing sugar, and the misunderstanding for people.
And we should probably clarify what sugar is, because when you say the word sugar, most people think candy and chocolate.
So the number of people that have come to me for programming, whatever, for struggling to lose weight, to get healthy, overall wellness, well, I've cut out sugar. Can you explain that a little bit more to me? In their mind, they've cut out candy, chocolate, and donuts.
Mm-hmm. Anything that is sweet, sugary.
Yes. And it's demonized so much. And at first, my first instinct is to replace the word sugar with carbs.
But that's not what most people
Exactly. Mean. It's the misunderstanding. So demonizing sugar means that you aren't consuming fruit, bread, pasta, and sure, rice. Rice, and all of those donuts and those sugary things. Mm-hmm. But chances are, when you are saying that you cut out sugar, you don't mean the fruits or the vegetables.
Mm-hmm. Potatoes.
Yeah. I really try and help people actually learn and understand so many concepts, but especially that one. Mm-hmm. You're not cutting out sugar. Sure. Should you purchase and eat the 6-pack of donuts? Probably not. But when you're saying you're cutting out sugar, just say, I cut out the 6-pack of donuts from the fucking grocery cart this week.
Yeah.
Replace that with the berries, the fruits, Nobody got fat from eating fruit, even though it is sugary carbs.
Mm-hmm. It's also absorbed differently in your body. There are different types of carbs that your body needs as well. And it's important to say that your body needs carbohydrates to function.
Yes. If you don't have them, you have negative energy.
Yeah.
And you already have no energy. You now have negative energy.
And what I mean by the different types of carbs, when you eat fruit, digestion starts in your mouth.
Yeah.
When you eat potatoes, digestion starts in your stomach. Meaning the sugar from the fruit gets into your body faster than the sugar from a potato. They both play their own role, and it's important to recognize that.
And I guess that's where I you know what, just the negative relationship with food.
Yeah, it's anything that has you cutting anything out really creates that can create that negative relationship with food. Or you have a negative relationship with food and you're trying to fix it by eliminating an entire food source.
And what if you like donuts? What if you like
I love donuts
and enjoy donuts? While we're saying, you probably shouldn't buy the 6-pack and crush it in a weekend. High five, we used to do that.
It's also not going to make you fat.
I was just going to say, could you have a donut? Hell yeah, you could have a donut.
Absolutely.
Like, anyway, I just kind of wanted to go on a little rant about that. When you say you are cutting out, or you have, or are, or are only successful when you cut out sugar, do you actually understand what that means? And if you don't, you might need my programming.
Fair to say.
Okay.
You got your 5 minutes. I'll try and be more quick.
Yeah, actually it was 4 minutes because I looked at in this.
Good, we're saving time on you so we can spend more on me.
Wow. Number one.
Number one. This is about Kate as a business owner.
Oh, okay.
What is something about owning KL Tom's Fit that people would be surprised to learn?
I'm not going to drop the big bomb here. They'd be surprised to learn. I mean, I'm an open book. I feel like people know everything about. Oh, I mean, well, no, I guess people know that.
What?
The only reason that it exists is because of you. Like, firmly exists as a brick and mortar space is because of you.
Why? How? I don't think it has very much to do with me at all, aside from being an encouraging person.
Exactly. Literally, never in a million years would I have left a teaching job that was the most, like, safe and guaranteed for life job.
Yeah.
Without you saying, you've really got something here. You have to run with it. And I think even then, you were telling me months before to don't go back to work, like, don't do it. And I went back to work until,
yeah, you did.
I guess it was in October,
November,
where I started the process of let's go.
Have you ever had a time when you've regretted leaving?
Absolutely not even one single time. Yeah. And I can remember when this all started. I thought, and this came up a couple of weeks ago when we were chatting with our friends, he said, remember when you started this adventure and you thought you were going to have so much more free time and you wouldn't have to go to bed so early? This is usually I say no to evening commitments and evening get-togethers. And I said, yeah, it's funny that I thought that. And right now I wouldn't change it for the world. Even the early mornings. Like, the early mornings are
hard.
For sure. But the early mornings are always going to be mine. Like, those are.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah. So absolutely not ever regret. No.
What is something that you carry quietly that
guilt
people don't know? I can think of one thing especially.
And it's not guilt?
It's not guilt.
What is it?
when you hear about people maybe saying something negative or
Yes.
Hurtful about the space what you've created.
Yeah.
You
I carry it silently.
You don't share that with anyone but me.
Yeah.
It weighs heavily on you.
For sure. I think, I don't even know how to say this. It's so easy to hear things. And I know that sometimes being in a session, it feels a little bit like torture.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's hard
for
sure. For sure. So sometimes hearing little comments or little whispers, people don't realize that I hear them, but I came from education. I have eyes and ears on the back of my head. I hear and see everything.
Even if you're not there, chances are in some way you end up hearing.
Of course. Yes. So that bothers me. I feel like it gives me, I don't really have a word to explain it, but it's an icky feeling. So I guess something that I carry, and not a lot of people would know, is I carry that negativity. And I know that then those people aren't people for me, and those people aren't people who.
Yeah. What do I say about that? Because I talk about the 99% versus the 1%.
Yes. Yes. That's kind of what I wanted to get across, is one of the things that I don't like about myself is I can let those
1%.
The 1% comments, sometimes overshadow the 99% good. We have so many special and positive and fucking amazing humans with the most powerful bodies coming into this gym. I get sad for myself that I let sometimes comments and little whispers bother me.
Another side to this is oftentimes it's a single comment or single bad day that someone's had.
Yes.
And it's not even that person is always like that. It's the one time that they've had that negativity slip out based on an outside thing.
Yeah. Yes.
And it gets back to you, and it's I've noticed that it's something it really weighs on you, because you want every single person that does any class, session, programming with you in this gym or virtually to always have a positive experience. And the reality is, no matter how hard you work, no matter what you do, you are never, and no one is ever going to make everyone happy.
For sure. And it kind of goes back to, again, relating to the similar conversation. We've had many conversations of, I cannot work harder than my clients and the people coming here who want the results. I can provide the best and most perfect programming for these people.
Yeah.
But it's up to them to do it and make the choice to make the change. I find myself saying that more now as I'm trying to be really reflective about that. I can't work harder than, and that's something that I learned, I think, as a trainer. There's a scheduled post similarly about that. I don't even know when it's going out. By the time this comes out, I imagine that social media post will be out. It was 4 things that I've learned as a trainer. And that was one of them. I can't work harder than the client.
Yeah. What part of the business feels most aligned with who you are?
It's not the financial side of things.
No, it sure isn't.
Taxes? What are those? It's a write-off.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, do you mean, you said what part of the business? Do you mean
anything? What part of KLT Tom's Fit is most aligned with who you are? Because the business overall is a reflection of you, but there is probably one area where you feel this is me completely.
I would say it's the virtual programming.
Yeah.
Because it encompasses all aspects
Of the transformation.
Yes, yes. And that program is built solely and completely around, yes, the science, but also how I accomplished the weight loss,
Cool.
and using the tools from that. In-person stuff is obviously, like, I do the programming for all of my sessions and my clients. But the in-person stuff lacks the nutrition guidance, aside from, like, if it comes up in conversation, and the daily habits goals, again, unless it comes up in conversation. But the virtual programming kind of encompasses all of that.
Cool.
It's like the silent killer. Silent killer.
I'll go with number 3.
Oh, back to me.
Yep.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Number 3 is actually about virtual programming.
Okay.
Again, I don't know when this podcast is going to come out.
Monday.
Okay. So then, thank you for that timeline. Okay. So over the last few days, we have been advertising a lot of our virtual group challenge.
Because you kind of revamped it a bit, didn't you?
Yes. We really pride ourselves on these group challenges. They're incredibly successful when the effort is there from the participants.
And they're cost effective.
Very cost effective for sure. So something that has really kind of slapped me in the face for this group challenge, and it hasn't even started yet, but the numbers are building and that sort of thing, are the returning clients. The people who have done my program before, maybe years ago, maybe last round, maybe whatever. How many returning customers I am able to see, and not because of the custom app that we use, but for the accountability. The people who are returning, they're the experts.
They know all the information.
They know exactly. They already have the meals and the sample menus. They already have their calorie targets and their macro targets. They already have it, and they already have the screenshots of their strength training programs, but they come back for the community and the accountability. So just because you know what to do, it doesn't mean you do it, right?
Or that you do it enough.
Exactly. So it's really nice to be able to see people coming back to tighten up their nutrition and tighten things up and really try and, like,
or get back to feeling great when they did it before.
Yes. But curveball, sometimes the worst thing you can do as a returning client customer for our virtual programming is compare yourself now to the first time you did the program. This has been something that's come up a number of times. A few returning clients who I haven't worked with virtually in, I'm going to say 2+ years, 1+ year.
Why would that be problematic?
Because they remember and see, and honestly, I've used the same app for 2 years. So when I reintroduce someone to a program, their former stats are still there. It's all housed there. They're comparing what they can do now to what they did before. And if what they did before, if they were more successful with that, that's their goalpost.
That's the bar.
Yeah. That's the bar. And for God's sakes, years have passed. You've aged. Your life has changed. Your fucking hormones have probably changed.
Yeah, you're not the same. There is nothing about you that is the same as who you were 2 years ago. Your cells are all different.
Yeah.
Because that's just biologically what happens.
Yeah.
Our cells continue to grow.
So I think a lot of times if things don't go quite the same, and I'm not even going to say with less success, because it's not about that. It's just, this is now, and this is what's realistic now. But I hear people saying, oh, I lost 25 pounds the first time I did this. Yeah, cool. But that's potentially.
So it can work for you.
Yeah.
But the question that I would have is, So you lost 25 pounds the first time you did it, but it didn't continue clearly.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was the barrier to it continuing?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it continue?
Yeah.
That would be a question that I would be asking.
Yeah.
Just because realistically, if you're doing this for a second, third, fourth, 10th time,
Yeah.
is it being a part of that group that helps create that sustainability?
Yeah.
Or is it just always having it kind of in the background in your life that helps create that sustainability? Or did you have a huge time gap and, you know, the challenge ended, you were good for maybe a month, and then, you know, recycling of old habits comes back?
And sometimes the mindset, when you use that first time, that first success as your bar, if it doesn't go quite that way this time, it's, well, why bother? It's why bother? If I'm not seeing that same success, why bother? Well, a little bit of reflecting can help us really determine that things aren't the same. You're not able to do, I don't know, XYZ the same as you could a number of years ago. So don't use that as your success. Please remember it because it worked.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be the bar for success.
Right. Because it wasn't sustainable.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would point to. It wasn't sustainable. How could it be the bar for success if it's
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I just think it's really cool how many returning challengers, clients, customers I am able to get. It's a really cool feeling. And quite frankly, while it's amazing to have new people and to be able to share the knowledge and help them unlearn and relearn how to actually lose fat sustainably, it's really nice, especially in the group challenges, if I don't know, like for instance, Tuesdays are my day where I don't even talk to you. I'm with clients all day long. If someone asks a question in the group, there are a multitude of people who answer before I do because they know exactly what Kate would say. They know exactly how I would operate, how I would support this person. And that is so cool. That's a powerful community in itself. The group challenges are a community in themselves. And now this upcoming one, we're actually going to kind of like bridge the virtual to in-person. We're going to do some in-person meetups. Not going to lie, in the back of my head, I really want to meet up for a nice long walk.
Cool
with
idea.
people.
Hopefully the weather gets
exactly. I'm like, okay, we have March and April. Okay. So yay, new clients. Yay, returning clients. Y'all win.
No, you've got 2 and 4 to pick from.
2.
This is about the things that you're personally struggling with right now.
Oh.
So, with that in mind, what does self-doubt sound like in your head?
I'm going to eat my own words. You did it before. Do it now. Specific to running, especially today is the mid-end of February. There's a race coming up that I've done for the last few years and I'm not doing this year.
I know.
We're not trained for a half marathon whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we're not partaking in that. That's something that in the back of my head, I'm like, aw. But after the marathon last May, running has changed for me. I still do it and I still love it. And it's still a form of self-care, but it's not as much of a torturous.
You're not pushing yourself every single run. You're just
and it's not like it's not a competition with myself anymore. I don't have to, I'm not training for something. I'm just training because I enjoy it and I love it.
That's awesome. What is a belief that you're trying to unlearn at this stage in your life?
A belief that I am trying to unlearn. Professionally or like internally myself?
Either or.
Well, professionally, I feel like I'm trying to unlearn prioritizing everyone else professionally than myself. And then working harder than some of them.
Yeah.
Internally, I don't know. Do you have an answer for this for me?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't really say, can you come back to that question? Okay, ask it again. I'm going to hear it again, and I'm going to use an internal lens, not a professional lens.
Yep. What is a belief, or is there a belief that you are trying to unlearn at this stage of your life?
A belief that I am trying to unlearn personally, internally.
Like I can give an example for me. Something that I am trying to unlearn is that in order to be successful, I have to work harder than everyone else.
That's what I said, but that's professionally.
Yeah.
That would be the professional thing that I'm unlearning for sure. Just trying to think of like something that I believe about myself that I'm trying to unlearn. Yeah, I don't know. Is that sad?
No, it means you've done a lot of that hard work already.
Oh, put a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a belief that I have for myself. Sorry, I don't want to like take up all the time on this podcast, but I feel like
I think that it could be how you view yourself in relation to 300-pound Kate and still see some of that at times.
Yeah.
That self-consciousness that creeps up in certain things.
Okay, so a belief that I would be trying to unlearn is like I think about like a crop top.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think that I have the body for such a crop top, but
I will respectfully disagree.
of course. And like, but I will wear shorts, no fucking problem.
Yeah.
Right. And like, even like shorty shorts at time for
Or
sure.
A
bikini, yes. But for some reason, a crop top, especially to work out in,
mm-hmm.
that is something that in my head, I don't believe that I should be wearing.
What are you doing to try and unlearn it?
Well, I bought a couple crop tops, but they're not for working out. I bought that nice sweater last weekend. That's a crop.
Yeah, I can probably go into your closet and find about 15 shirts that are like that with the price tags.
No, I just don't wear them here. But like half of the half of the sweat sets that I have, their tops are cropped. I have a bunch of crop tops. They're not like workout ones.
Fair.
Okay, I guess that would be a belief. That's a pretty fucking shallow one. But
is there something that you wish people understood about you that maybe they don't?
Oh, I know exactly. Social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. I didn't even have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some pretty crippling social anxiety from me over here.
Yeah. What did you do this week?
Oh my God. I went to a dinner.
A networking dinner.
A networking dinner. The only reason I could get out the door was because my friend was picking me up and taking me and promised to walk in with me and sit beside me and talk if I didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
Shout out to Taryn.
Yeah. So I'm going to contrast this. Do you think I'd have a problem doing that?
No.
Why not?
You are the social one in this equation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
it's so interesting because like your job is more social than mine.
And it would surprise a lot of people that I have crippling social anxiety because I can hold a room. I will cheer you on. I will be loud. I will tell you to shut up if you're not listening to me. But when that ends, when the people leave, I'm like,
you're an introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the idea, like networking and the number of times that this has come up,
especially recently,
we're in our networking era apparently, and fuck, it's hard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah. So I would say for sure, people probably don't realize that social gatherings anything outside, this is my comfort zone. I can hold this.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it's something
Well,
that
but
you're going to
can I
be
finish?
upset with.
Can
Yeah.
I finish first?
Yeah.
Even right down to my birthday. What do I do for my birthday?
We go out, just you and I.
Oh, I mean here, you son of
A run.
a run. Why?
Because you don't have to actually talk to him.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
all of the attention
know.
is on everyone else personally accomplishing a 5K run.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
When it comes to cutting the cake and people singing to me, I want to
I'm
barf.
the opposite of that for sure.
Yeah.
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 I like the big spectacle and center of attention.
Yeah. 40's coming for you.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'll be
That was a good
29
question.
again.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that people do have no idea that I have such social anxiety.
Yeah. Where do you think it comes from?
300-pound Kate.
No.
No?
Oh, no.
Oh.
300-pound Kate learned it from somewhere.
Do you know where?
Oh, yeah.
Where? Oh, my parents?
More specifically.
Those Tom's jeans run deep.
Because your dad was a very social guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, Kathy. I'm throwing you under the
My
bus.
poor mom.
She is
And
very
People who
antisocial.
come here, they know.
She doesn't even want people to show up at her house.
She's not dressed half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it something that you want to change about yourself?
No.
Is it going to be problematic?
Yes, especially with this fucking networking shit. No, I do want to change it. I think it's like the guilt. It's just going to be something that's really hard. And literally, how do you get better at that? Is you throw yourself into those situations.
Yeah. Being anxious and uncomfortable leads to growth.
Yeah. So I am throwing myself into those situations.
Yeah.
And there's more coming up. There's a
whole lot more.
A lot more things that are coming down the tubes. Yeah. I know. I feel like people think that I'm some like loud human, and I am.
And an
Sorry.
extrovert.
I'm very loud.
Yeah, I've had to tell you to tone your voice down on the
I have
podcast, for
not.
fuck's sakes.
Yeah. But in social situations,
Mm-hmm. I know that about you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Am I back to mine yet?
Yeah.
You only have one left to talk about.
Yeah, you too.
Do you know what number it is?
1.
That was sugar.
I have no fucking clue then.
We'll keep guessing.
I only had 3 numbers.
Exactly. 2. Good job. It's number 2. This one is, fuck, man, it makes me sad for society.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny culture
yeah.
is coming back, and that is disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Can you define skinny culture for me as someone that, like,
skinny
I was skinny
culture
with
is
effort when
the idea that you have to be the smallest possible size, possible weight, the smallest possible waist.
How can you be that and be strong?
Exactly. Why the fuck would you not want to be strong? Because if you are
wasting away,
you have zero strength, zero muscle.
Why can't muscle be sexy?
Fucking right it is. God damn right it is. That is why I flex in this fucking mirror every goddamn day. Because I think that is very attractive on myself, I might say.
Yeah. Because I don't have any muscle for you, sorry.
You gotta look the part too, honey. Yeah. It's sad, especially because if you are listening, watching, and you are a peer of mine around the same age bracket, we grew up in skinny culture, and it has defined us in, quite frankly, a lot of negative ways as we age and try and be healthy, well people.
Society started telling us at a young age that we should have a really shitty relationship with food, and it just got worse as we got older.
And I feel like we started to turn the curve. I don't know what year it was when, like
body positivity and stuff, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want people to feel good and be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You can be happy and feel healthy in whatever your body looks like.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're going back to skinny culture is just sad. And AI. These fucking pictures that people are seeing and comparing themselves to,
they're not even real anymore.
they're not even real. Nobody's waist is actually that size.
Yeah.
Not even Kim K, aside from surgery. But like, it's just sad. And I never, ever, ever in a million years want anyone, especially women, to be afraid of picking up weights and picking up heavy weights. Don't pick up the 3s or the 2s unless you require that.
Unless that's where you're starting.
Exactly. Yeah. Pick up the weights. Feel strong. Skinny is not powerful.
No. Well,
strong is powerful.
Skinny is also going to lead to, like, if you think of overweight and the comorbidities that come with that in terms of diabetes, heart and vascular issues,
Yep.
mobility issues, the opposite is true when you get to the other side of the spectrum and you're massively underweight.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have things like osteoporosis. You're going to have really poor heart.
Bone densities in the shitter.
Yeah, heart problems. You're more likely to develop neurological deficiencies as you age if you're underweight because your body is malnourished. And your fall risk goes up when you're like
Mm-hmm.
that, when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fall and you have poor bone density and you're neurologically compromised, guess what that's a recipe for?
Death.
Yeah. It's the same in either extreme. But if you are in the middle and have strength and taking care of yourself, you're going to age gracefully, can maintain independence and feel good well into your 80s or 90s.
Why would you not want... I'm down a back alley and I am faced with a man who, God forbid, is ready to do something terrible to me. Why would I not want to be strong to fucking fight? Like to stand up for myself, to be able to fight back and be able to be a safer human.
It's really shitty that that's where your mind has to go.
Yeah, it is.
To justify being healthy. No, I have no idea. You're right when it comes to that stuff. I'm just pointing out that it's really shitty that that's where your mind has to go in order to justify being strong and healthy.
Being strong, yeah. Yeah, it's true.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And we know in our mid-30s, like we said, that we grew up in a age where, we all have fucked up relationships with food and the scale and all of that because it was skinny culture. The poor children growing up now are living that again. Like, it's
everything comes back in a circle. It's like a circle.
Even the crappy things.
Yeah, even the crappy things like bell-bottom jeans.
Oh my God. So skinny culture sucks.
You've got one more left for me. What number is it?
It's number 4.
Yeah, it is number 4.
Duh.
This is a private glimpse into Kate.
Oh my God, I have to go. I have to go to the bathroom.
Skin is crawling. No. The first question is a pretty easy one.
This is so... Okay, go ahead.
What is a quirky thing about you that most people don't know? I can share one of mine if it makes it easier for you.
A quirky thing about you?
Yeah, I'm full of quirks, but...
Yeah, okay.
But one that most people don't know unless you've done verbal intervention training with me is that I go for fairly regular pedicures and I fucking love them. It's a quirky self-care thing that I do for me.
Okay, yeah. I don't think that's quirky.
It's a quirky thing. Most guys don't go for pedicures.
I can tell you a long list of guys who go for pedicures.
Oh, good.
I can tell you...
It's catching on.
No, I was going to say, and I can also tell you that Tavlin would say, you should.
100%. You only get 2 feet. You should take care of
them. Okay, so a quirky thing about me? I'm not quirky.
Yeah, you are.
I fill awkward silence with like sounds and whistle.
Or singing one word out of a 4.5 minute long song over and over again.
Taylor's good.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not a Taylor fan.
Okay, so yeah, I fill awkward silences with, oh, I know. No, I don't know if this is quirky. Maybe it's not quirky. I will do anything to avoid you in the grocery store.
Oh yeah. Yes, you will.
Anything.
And I'm the opposite. I will hunt the person down when I see them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am your worst nightmare in a grocery
Even if
store.
I love you to death, I will do everything I can to avoid you in the grocery store.
Yeah. If you see me in a grocery store and you don't want to talk to me, you best hope I don't see you.
Are those quirky things?
Yeah, those are
I
definitely.
want to do more. More quirky things about me. No, see, those are all like good things. Those are all life hacks. I think onions are repulsive.
That's just a wrong thing.
If you can think of any quirky things about me, please send them in.
Going to, what is it in America? I'm going to plead the fifth on this one and not.
Should I put it on my Instagram story?
Yes, you should.
Quirks about me, or like, should I ask people to send in?
You should ask what they see, what quirky things you do, and then what's their quirky thing.
Okay, I like that.
And then I think I have a couple other questions, but I really like this one. What are you secretly the most proud of?
Secretly?
Because outwardly, like, you show a lot of pride in the gym in this space, but what is your secret pride moment that you don't share out loud? Could I say, like, honestly, my own weight loss journey? Yeah, you should.
Yeah, because I think I don't downplay it because it's
big.
It's big. That's funny. But I do think it's just, yeah, okay, I did that. Like, yeah, cool. You can do it too. Like, I'm immediately like deflecting. You could do it too. You can,
rather than take the moment to say I actually did that. Yeah, I think that's very true for you.
But I'm really, 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 really proud of accomplishing that.
What kind of little things make you feel deeply loved? You. Sure, I'm glad that I make you feel deeply loved. But I know what the little things are. At least I think I do, because I try to do a lot of them. But what are the little things? Like silly little things? Can be silly.
Emptying the dishwasher.
Yeah, I would say any form of, I'm going to say, home service that I can do to be helpful, to alleviate that for you. That's one way that you feel loved, for sure.
People, and you especially, my mom too, people who think of me when I'm not around, and I don't want to, like, okay, gifts, but at any point. So if I get home and you, like, I don't know, bought flowers or thought of me when you were out and about and got me something. My mom was out and about and bought me a pair of slippers or something like that. So there's that. Or people who are out and about and think of me and send me a message like, oh, I just saw this and I thought of you. I got a message overnight last night from a former coworker, Deanne, and I woke up to it. And the message is, we all know a Kate, straight shooter, dependable, and low-key savage. So cute that she saw that, thought of me, and sent it to me. So I think that makes me feel loved, just knowing that little old me could be in someone's thoughts when they're not presently with me.
I'm really shitty at that for most people. If you're not right in front of me, it's almost like you don't exist sometimes. And that's not super true for you, but it's super true for a lot of people that I do care a lot about.
Yeah. I think I actually, like, if I'm out and about, I think about people more than I think about myself.
Yeah, we've been over that. Yeah. Is there something that you're dreaming about that you haven't said out loud very much?
Yeah, and I can't say it yet.
Well, that's because it might become reality.
Yeah, but that dream is becoming a reality.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't say it. So yes, but I can't say it.
Yeah. More to come.
Wow, cliffhanger.
Yeah. What does being Kate mean beyond being a wife, a coach, and a business owner?
She's just Kate.
What does that mean? Just Kate.
Oh, I like to think she's a good person. She has good morals, good values, good positivity. She's a good human.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might seem outgoing, but she's really not.
Yeah. She's going to avoid you at all costs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I hope she makes you smile.
Like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What about you? I've not asked a single question about you. Poor
Yeah.
Josh.
No, that's great. This is about you, not
What
me.
about you? What do you?
No, you
The
don't
last
get to ask-
no last question, but you have to answer it now. Come on, this is.
What
I was
does
just gonna
being
say this is my
Josh-
fucking podcast. Yeah.
What does
does it
being
mean to be
Josh
Josh?
mean beyond being a husband, a mental health worker, and gym ownership?
Yeah.
Fun, funny, caring, compassionate, loving, and trustworthy.
Likes to be laughed at.
Yeah, I don't mind being the center of a joke as long as I'm the center of attention.
Like when you say, like when you like crack a joke, like you better laugh at him a little bit.
If you don't, I get no encouragement, and I will just not talk anymore. I need encouragement to be the class clown.
Mm-hmm. Love ya.
And I love you too.
Okay, are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, I'm done too. Thanks for watching. I feel like this one had a hell of a lot of indirect takeaways,
Yes.
but hopefully you took something away from it.
Got to know us, the gym, programming.
Us, me.
Yeah. Nobody really wants to know anything about me.
Yes, they do. They love you. I get messages about you.
Yeah. If you want to know more about me, you've got to send messages to Kate and tell her. Otherwise, there's going to be no questions about me moving forward.
I suppose we have an idea for an upcoming podcast all about Josh. Wait for it.
And no one will listen.
Honey, that's sad.
See, remember laughing at myself.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Please like, subscribe, review, all of that. Find us, you already know, on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Boom.
That one sucked.